see Ryan Tannehill after his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth. And Charles, for fans of defensive football, I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to see the league's best and second best defenses square off in a game where points probably figure to be at a premium.
But hits won't be at a premium, will they? Because these two units, they dole them out. And if each of them has their way, we'll take a 0-0 game into overtime, partner. Very rare to see either one of these defenses slip up more than a couple of times in a game. So when there's a mistake, if you're the opposing offense, you better take advantage and capitalize, because you won't get many shots at the end zone, many shots at kicking field goals. This is going to be a fun one.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week: 13 carries, 51 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 7 yards there and a first down. The Texans had 5 and 9 on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Stroud working out of the gun. Open man is Noah Brown. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force it?
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their... ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against linebackers, you're challenging them all the time. You let them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think will they have nickel? Do they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo's teams like to call, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. He's tackled at the 20. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 20-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Off the play fake, Mills. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the
touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or 2 as he's tackled just shy of the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Mills. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Mills. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mills throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Mills. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pierce now up the middle. Taken down at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on second down, Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. On second down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Titans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and now it's third down. Throwing throwing. Mills. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Mills now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mills to the air again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Pierce. Is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here the 4th. Now Mills. Forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games on